What is up, guys? It is me, Packers Joey, and I am here today with Raiders Joey. And we are going to get right into the Fantasy League Power Rankings. It's something like week 6, maybe. I'm not completely sure. But we are going to start off with number 12, Pitts Barbecue, the unluckiest man in the league. His whole team is injured. He's making poor trades to try to salvage the season. Zach, take advantage of him. But yeah, I mean, I can't really blame him for how bad his team's been. I mean, you could say he drafted into bad situations, and who knows? But yeah, it's pretty obvious who number 12 is. It's Pitts Barbecue. At 11, we have Johnny Cheese. Johnny Cheese's team has been he started off hot, and he has slowed down quite a bit. So that's a little concerning for his team. He's been slipping down the rankings the past few. It's been like every other week. But he has James Robinson. Najee's not been great. DK's been good. Debo's been good. DK and Debo, and I guess you'd say, where is he? And Damian Pierce, that's who, have been really good for his team. That's kind of been the base of his team. So that is 10. On to the next. At number 10, we have Tiltsworth. Let me just pull up his team real quick so I give a proper analysis. But yeah, Angus's team, he's got Kyler, he's got Lenny, he's got Godwin, who's been on and off playing. Jamar Chase hasn't been that great this year, so it's a little worrisome. He's got Williams, Goddard. I mean, his team's been pretty solid. I mean, his team's not bad. It could honestly make the playoffs. So I mean, like, I love how competitive the league is this year. 11-1, everyone's in it. Again, sorry, Ben. But yeah, that's number 10, Tiltsworth. At 9, we have the Jeebskins. I know they're number 1 right now, but this team is not looking that great to me. I'm sorry, Kyle. It really isn't. I mean, Scott Brady was a good addition, but Nyheim Hines playing this week. Jeff Wilson's solid. Cooper Kupp is this team. If he does bad, the team will do bad. Terry's not been great. Pat Freiermuth's been pretty good for a tight end. Lazard is a mid flex, but I mean, his bench doesn't really offer much more. He has Swift, which will help a lot. Swift and Jacobs, I mean, the solid backs. You know, I may be being a bit brutal now seeing his bench, but I don't think it's a top 6 team. Certainly don't think he's number 1. At 8, we have Daltons Unicorn, because I can't say his team's name. He's got Josh Allen, who he refuses to give me, but I don't need him anymore. And we got Melvin, Dalvin, Amari, CD, his tight end, who's been terrible this year, Darren Waller. Yeah, I mean, his team's been pretty solid. Josh Allen's done quite a bit for his team. He's still got Brian Robinson sitting on the bench. Allen Robinson should have traded him for Tony Pollard when he had the chance, but he didn't do it. So haha to him. But yeah, his teams, like I said, it's just so hard to do the power rankings right now. Everyone's so close together. But that is number 8. At 7, we have Bubblegum Shrimp Company. This team just added Patrick Mahomes. This is my team. They got Kamara, Henry, Kenneth Walker now will be big. Hopefully Gabriel Davis will continue as he did last week. Michael Pittman will bounce back. Higbee's been great. George Pickens has really surged. George Kittle's done nothing. D-Hop's waiting in the wings, you know. This team could either come out and just keep winning, won the last 2 weeks, or it could just dud. So, I mean, it's definitely a middle-of-the-pack team at this point. At number 6, we have Certified Boy Lover. This team is carried by Eckler and Chubb, Olave. It seems like he'll be out this upcoming week. Tyreek, I honestly have no idea what's going on with his injury. Rodgers has been very mouse season. He had a big loss this week, lost Penny, but I mean, I think his team will be just fine to make the playoffs. He's still got a pretty solid team. Cordarrelle will come back eventually and fill in that spot. So all around, definitely not the top 4, but I mean, like I said, he's 6, so he's still got a very strong team. At 5, we have Joe's Cab 24. He lost last week, and he did lose Damian Harris, which was a bit of a big loss. But I mean, his team's still very solid. He's got Herbo, he's got Joe Mixon. Mixon and Saquon together is a great duo. He's got Sutton, AJ Brown, Ertz has been and then on his bench, he's still got Curtis Samuel, and he's also got T. Higgins, who's been great aside from last week when he was injured. So, I mean, his team will be fine, but the Damian Harris loss was definitely very impactful. So that was number 5. At number 4, we have Argentina rules. This team is carried by his receivers. As we've said a million times, he's got Diggs, he's got Devontae Adams. Keenan Allen's been hurt. I honestly don't know the last time he played, but I mean, when he plays, he's good. Hayden Hurst has been a good player to have this year. Shockingly, Miles Sanders has played above expectation. Kareem Hunt's been very consistent in like 7 to, I think it's been like 13. So, I mean, as long as the other players do like well enough, when you have Diggs and Devontae Adams and Hurts, you're going to be able to win a lot of games, and that's what he's done. And then the tie helps out his standings record. So I think Emilio's got a very strong team this year, and I appreciate him supporting my early season claims that his team would be very good. I know it wasn't him who did it, his team, but still. And that is number 4. At number 3, we have OG Zachy Poo, who did his mid-season fleece somebody. It's the most expected thing of the season, honestly, at this point. He now has Trevor Lawrence, CMC, Ramondre, Mike Evans. How did he get Ramondre and Mike Evans? Who knows? Romeo Dobbs, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins. And then on his bench, he's got Brandon Cooks, Gallup, Drake London. And now he has you-know-who on the bench that plays for Cleveland. So everyone clowns Zach for having the bad guy on his team. But that is number 3. I'm pretty confident in his team. And at number 2, we have the Boomer Bust team himself, I guess. Baltimore Updog. He's top 2 in the league in scoring. At least I'm pretty sure. He's got Joe Burrow. Lockett, who's been pretty good. Jay Jettis, who's been on and off. Travis Kelce's been a dog. Hollywood's been as good as some people thought and way better than others thought. And he's still got Clyde, who's done very well. James Conner's been on and off because he's been hurt. On his bench, he's got Boone, Tony Pollard, Devontae Smith, a bunch of players who've been on and off, but his team's been very solid. He's scored quite a bit of points, and in some ways, he's not scored quite a bit of points. So, I mean, he's at this very moment, he's worthy of 2, and that's why he is our number 2. And last but not least, at number 1, we have Team Ronnie. This team was at number 1 in our power rankings a few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. His team dropped, but he lost Javonte Williams. But the surge, I don't know how to say that. The surge of Breece Hall, which you could say he expected, has definitely helped out his team. It replaced Javonte very nicely. Hopefully MT will actually be healthy. Waddle will be better when Tua gets back. I have a lot of faith in this team, even though he the owner himself does not seem to have a lot of faith. I think it could be a pretty decent team. He is first or second highest scoring, as I said. So, I mean, the top teams are all so close together. It's just so hard to tell. But, guys, that is what is this, week 6 power rankings? I don't know, something like that. I hope you all enjoy. And sorry, not sorry, Kyle.